When I got the email saying that there was a PD on increasing numeracy literacy, so understanding how numbers work, helping kids understand it, not just here's your formula, I was right in, wanted to go. So it was a 3-day PD.
I was really interested because in French immersion, you really work on communication and building language. So just working with number sense gives you great opportunities to have conversations about math.
We were given a new number system, so we were not allowed to use the numbers that we are used to. So 1 through 9 doesn't exist anymore. So this gave us, as teachers, the opportunity to be uncomfortable, but also be successful. So seeing how that feels for kids.
He just totally turned it around from what I thought math was. Take everything away that you think they should know and see what they know and work on that, build on that.
It's giving them a problem, giving them the tools they need to solve it, but then allowing them to solve it on their own in their own way.
Someone might be solving the same problem using objects or actually even acting it out, whereas someone else is going to be using equations and numbers to solve it, or a table or a graph, or drawing pictures or writing out equations. They're all able to do it though. There isn't anyone who can't, because there's always a way with them being able to choose how they'd like to do it. It's a lot more listening, a lot less stand and deliver, and attending more carefully to them rather than just going, okay, this is the next step in the curriculum.
I really want them talking about math because then it forces them to think about math. Tu vas faire un peu de travail tout seul, beaucoup de travail avec un ami. Okay?
And I find going to a concept, going to something else, coming back again, and that cycling also with it, and they're getting it many times, really helps as well, because all of a sudden, a lot of times you'll see that light bulb come on.
And you could see the light in his eyes that he was coming up with this on his own. A lot of ownership. Ownership is important because then they'll be able to use that strategy again later because they've mastered it, they know it, they feel good about it. And it's not just somebody telling them what to do.
And then students get the opportunity to walk around and see what other kids have done. So they might say, well, I didn't do it that way. Can you show me how you did it?
One of my students came up to me. We had been doing math all week, and she came up to me at the end of the week and said, when are we going to do math? And I said, well, we've been doing math all week. And she said, no, we haven't had our textbook out. We haven't had our workbook out, and we haven't been writing, so we haven't been doing math. So trying to change her thinking, change her understanding that when we're talking, when we're doing group work, when we're problem solving together, when you're doing your math games, that's all math.
And they're looking at numbers deeper. They're understanding every part of the number fact and what it means to them and how they can use it in another situation.
Parents will say, what have you been doing? Because we're in the grocery store and my child was going, well, if that's 25 and that's $1.35, then if I put these together, I can figure out what the amount is. And so the kids are doing the math in the world.
I think numeracy is all about them seeing it in their life and seeing that it's a part of their life.
When I started teaching grade 2, I was kind of frustrated and trying to figure out why kids were struggling with 2-digit addition and subtraction. I saw people at ERLC and started changing my way of teaching from what I'd seen and kept playing around with it, and then I'd see somebody else through the ERLC, and then it would give me another idea of how to pull it even further. So it's been really significant for me.